Hi everyone. I was just about to declutter this cabinet in my bathroom, and I thought maybe it would be kind of relaxing if I do a little bathroom tour and declutter just while I'm doing it anyway. I have a really creaky bathroom floor, so I apologise now for that. We have a separate toilet room, so the bathroom does just have a shower and bath and a sink. So if we start here by the door, on the top of the door here we have a towel hook, and I just put some hairbands on here and my dressing gown and my son's bath towel. And if we go around to this way, I have this little metal sign here that says the beauty of bathing or bathing if you say bathing. Now we have two walls in this really pretty teal colour. This little hook is very much due replacement. It's going a bit rusty now. And our shower curtain has these pink and orange flowers on. If we continue round, we have a little shower hook up there because we do have a shower and tap combo. This was one of my absolute favourite things that I originally bought when we bought our house. And a more recent addition is the toy caddy. My son loves his bath time, as I'm sure most children do. This is our temporary plug because our actual plug broke off. We have these lovely frosted windows. Hopefully that's not too bright. These windows were replaced at the start of the year, and before that they were really old patterned ones, which admittedly I didn't mind, but they had all blown, so they just always had water streaks on them. Then just up here we keep some of our loo-free scrubby things and this that we clean the shower down with. And if we carry on round, this is where we keep our towels. Pink and white stripy one is mine, and then my boyfriend's is purple. Then down here, on this little glass dish, is just where we keep all of our soaps and our spare ones that no longer fit on there. Now, I know none of this here needs to be decluttered because this is definitely all stuff that we use. We keep coming around. We have this little unit here that we had to put in after we had our son. This used to just be empty, but we needed somewhere to keep all of the cleaning things out of his reach. I have just unpopped that for the video. Our little purple bin, and then on top of this unit I have a little swan and a soap dish. Now this is what I need to do declutter in a minute, so we'll come back to that. But moving on again, here is our second deal wall. It does currently have a little chip in it. And we have up here our mirror and a little plant that my partner's mum grew. And I've killed multiple times, and this is now me trying to bring it back to life before she sees it again. And a little plant pot, which I believe was from Sass & Belle originally. Some little mini perfumes and a little, ooh, I always knock this over, little plate, my ring holder, and a little mini mascara. Moving down to the sink. We keep it just quite simple. Hand soap, hot and cold tap, and all of our toothbrushes and toothpaste. I love the sink because it's quite big. And then just moving down here is our radiator and my son's footstool. We currently have this orange hand towel on, but I change this out regularly. And we have all different ones that go here. And then if we go up, I just have these paintings. I have this little floral one. And up again, I have a mountain one there. And my partner is currently painting me some more just to go up here, because I kind of like things to, I'm allergic to space, I suppose. I like stuff everywhere. So now I'll just go down to the cupboard and we can see what is in there and what needs to be decluttered. Okay, and I've moved down to the floor now. So I thought we could go through this little basket first, and then we'll move on to the cupboard. We are just sitting on my floor here, so do excuse any dust or anything that you see. I haven't actually cleaned the bathroom before filming this. I do have this black and white rug here. Okay, what have we got? This moisturising foot mask. This peach face mask. A watermelon face mask. Some little eye patches. 2 milk teeth toothpastes. This basket is just kind of where I dump things before I actually put them away, or things that we've just been given recently. For example, these little hair bars for my son. He was given these by his great nan, but I think I will take these out and put them in his swimming bag rather than keeping them in here. So, and he also got this one, which is a moisturising balm. We then have this cream for dry skin. My son was given this by the doctor, so I definitely won't be chucking that one out. A neon green hairband. A little hairband. Some Vaseline. This is the moisturiser that I use, along with this one here, blemish serum. I also have a face wash, but for some reason my son has taken to running off with these in the morning, so I normally have to spend the day looking for at least one of them. And I've also got this hand balm and apparently an old Tesco's club card. So I think I'll just quickly put back in what I want to keep in here. I will keep my face washes, my son's moisturiser. I will put one of these toothpastes in here and my hand cream, along with the Vaseline. And I was just given all of these recently, so I don't know what to do with these really. I'll see if there's room for them in the cupboard. And all of this I'm going to move somewhere else. That one to the bin, these to the swim bag, and these can go with my other hairbands. So I'll just put this one back quickly. Okay, we're now in the cupboard of doom, and I mainly wanted to come in here and declutter this because I saw that my son was in here the other day. I know the child doesn't do much anymore. He's older now, so he's figured out how to get into here. But when I caught him in here, he just shoved everything back in an attempt to disguise the fact that he was in here. And that made me think, okay, it's definitely time for a declutter and reorganise in that cupboard. So let's see what we've got. We have got some Aveeno moisturiser, a shower gel, gosh, a little travel size Head and Shoulders, the travel size Head and Shoulders. We have also got this Aveeno baby wash. a little Listerine. Oh gosh, I don't even want to attempt to lift that out. This is a purifying daily face wash. This is my boyfriend's one, but I did see that he is currently still using one over there. So this must be his spare. We have this bag of Epsom salts. A little High Smile toothpaste. Head and Shoulders. My boyfriend uses Head and Shoulders. He has very, very, very short hair at the moment. Sometimes he grows his hair really long, but at the moment he has short hair and he just finds that super easy. I kind of just use whatever is the cheapest. So I seem to have a spare one of these in here. And a Child's Farm hair and body wash for my son. And another Head and Shoulders. Okay, I'm just going to give this a quick wipe down and then we'll look at what is down here on the floor, along with the toothpaste and the face masks from my little basket. And now I need to decide what I'm putting back in before we move on to the bottom part of the cupboard down here. So I think I know these need to go back in because they are my boyfriend's. So let's start by putting them back in. This one looks very nice. Okay. I also know that he does like to use these. He does a lot of sports and he uses these after he's done them. They kind of look a bit gross though. I'm just going to fold this over so that they fit in there better, but it's really loud, so I will be back in a sec. Okay, I've just stuck them in there now. I did them up with the little spare hairband that I found. Okay, I will also put in his spare face wash. Sorry, that was very, very loud. And my spare raspberry soap. I'm just checking if I've ever actually opened that, and I don't think I have. And this spare shampoo. Now I'm going to get rid of this toothpaste because we tried it and I don't think either of us liked it, which is a shame because it's really expensive. But sadly, we didn't like it, so that one will have to go into the bin. And this one here can definitely go into the cupboard. And so can the toothpaste and the little travel mouthwash. And that leaves these two here, which my son used to use when he was a little younger, but we now use the Child's Farm ones instead. but there's still a lot of this left. So, and this one is new, I believe. So I'm going to give these to my cousin, who's got a little baby. I know she also uses this soap, and she won't mind that that's been opened, and she'll be happy for this one. So I'm going to donate these to my cousin. This one here I'm going to put downstairs in my boyfriend's sports bag, because this is what he uses these for. So this one can go down into his bag, and that leaves plenty of room for these masks to go in as well. So that top half of the cupboard, I feel, is now looking much better. But now for the cupboard down here, that I absolutely hate decluttering and going through. Let's see what's in here. We have this multi-purpose cleaner that I use all the time. This is Method Cleaner, the one that you dilute yourself. I use this all the time, so I know that definitely needs to go back in. Now I've also got apparently some washing up liquid from Asda in here, so that can go downstairs. We have some pink stuff, which I occasionally use to clean in here, but I actually clean it quite regularly, as in at least once a day, sometimes twice a day if my son's covered in dirt or mud. Not deep cleaning by any means, but I do give the shower and bath and the sink a wipe down. So I do find I don't need to use this too often, because it never really gets a chance to get the grime really built up on it. Let's see what's next. We have this multi-surface method cleaner in here. I think we found a load of method cleaner in our shed that we must have bought at some point, and I just sort of tried to hide it in here. This is Flora, which I use to clean the drains with, and the toothbrush holders and stuff like that. I then have my brush that I use with the pink stuff or just by itself, and these little blue cloths. I don't like to use these too often. I normally just use microfiber cloths, but I have these in here for absolute emergencies. We then have this here, which I use to scrub around the taps with and along our tiles. And then back here we have another method cleaner, the daily shower one, which, as you can see from it being all the way back there, I have not been using daily. And the method bathroom cleaner. And sadly we do have this mold spray, because we did a couple of months ago have some trouble with mould, not in this room, but in the bedroom that I was using to dry our laundry in. So we had to use that, but I don't like to use harsh chemicals too much. Like Zoflora is probably normally the strongest thing that I use. However, this was so expensive, I did not want to get rid of the bit that was left in case we need it again. So I will just give this bottom bit a wipe out, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've just given that a little wipe out, and now cleaners in right at the back where my son cannot reach it, hopefully. I think I will try and put this pink stuff towards the back as well, because we don't use that very often, along with the brushes. Then this one here, because that one's open, not been open yet, and I will try to continue to use this. So let's have a think. If I move this brush up here, that gives me a lot more space, doesn't it? We have our bathroom cleaner, the daily shower cleaner, my multi-surface cleaner, and the Sephora. So I think that looks a lot better. We didn't get rid of too much. I will quickly just show you the pile that we are getting rid of here. Okay, so I have these two here in my donate to my cousin pile. This is the bin pile, and this is the move to somewhere else pile. So these two are going downstairs, as is the soap, and this one into my bedroom. So bright. Thank you for coming with me today on my little bathroom tour and declutter. I hope that it was a little bit relaxing, and I'll see you next time.